Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and we start today's video at the upgraded, the expanded main line, with West Mersey just ahead of us, and Ely? Yes, Ely just behind us. In fact, there are two trains coming. I'm trying to figure out whether this is running at a higher speed or not. I have no idea. Or is this actually normal speed? I think this is normal speed. Anyway, in today's video, it is going to be, as the title says, a time-lapse video, because on the opposite side of this, so on the, I suppose, north side of the tracks? Yes, on the north side of the tracks, there are currently a bunch of fields. But that is going to be turning, that is going to be changing into a marshalling yard. Let that train go past. Yes, that is going to be changing and turning into a marshalling yard. Now, what is a marshalling yard? Well, previously I have been referring to this as a distribution yard because I had no idea what they were called. But in the UK, they are called marshalling yards, and the idea is you drive a train in and you split the consist up with all the wagons going to wherever they're supposed to go, and then another engine comes along, connects up to the consist. You have a train, and that train goes over to a goods station or a goods yard. That is the plan. That is how it's supposed to work. Now, because of some limitations of Transport Fever 2, I am going to have to take some creative liberties. So, for example, we cannot have wagons swapping around whilst keeping the cargo on board. Here comes another train. Well, alright, this is quite busy. So that is going to be today's plan. So at the end of this, at the end of the time lapse after the intro, we should have a marshalling yard. But it may not look exactly the way you might want it, or indeed exactly the way I might want it, just because of the limitations of the game. But I'm going to try my best. So let's roll the intro, let's get started, and hopefully you enjoy the time lapse. If you do, please remember to click on that like button, subscribe, comment, and all of that good stuff. Let's go. And after about 2.5 hours of messing around with this, in fact, if I get rid of that, I have come up with a marshalling yard. I actually found a mod that I had installed, and you probably saw it during the time lapse, me actually trying this mod out to see if I can get a marshalling yard without any platforms. Initially, my game crashed. You would have also probably seen that. And eventually, I came up with this. Now, I'll quickly run through this. Obviously, the yard is not complete. There is some detailing that needs to happen, but that will happen in the next video. I kind of need some suggestions. Do you have suggestions on the best way to detail a marshalling yard? I'm going to look at pictures online to see if I can figure out what the best way to do this is. Now, you may have already figured out what the plan is with all of these stations all over the place. These are turnaround stations, and I'm going to be using them to both turn actual freight trains around and also to do this. This is going to hopefully allow me to have trains going in and around. For example, if I just pause that and maybe go into sit in a tree now. I'll find a better spot for a screenshot. But having the trains wandering around the yard as real trains would in a marshalling yard, locomotives, so that as the large trains come in, you see these tiny locomotives pottering about, working as though they are actually trying to do something. I probably have trains blocked, and it's these ones. Yes. How have you ended up mutually blocked? Maybe if I do that and then tell it to Upper West Mersey, take that platform 2, we should be able to avoid the blocks. There we go. Okay. Blocks avoided, trains crashing into each other. Sure. That should get things moving along relatively nicely. There is obviously more that I can do with this. Also, at some point I had to fix something in Carnforth. For some reason the station disappeared. I have no idea why. Absolutely no idea why whatsoever. But yes, so this is what I've come up with. I think that I have an opportunity here for a screenshot. There we are. Which kind of shows the yard is sort of working. Now, obviously, when it is actually running properly, there is going to be a lot of freight coming in and out of this yard. I'm also a little concerned about the approaches on either side. I'm not sure they are going to be working all too well. Also, a little concerned about the initial bifurcations of the railway, the initial points and where I actually get them split. Not sure that those are going to be working quite the way I want it to. These buffers that you see in front of you, I'm considering extending the track further that way and doing something else with that bit. That might work. I may bring the large station, the one that is actually going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting, I might bring that back at 1 or 2 tracks, just so that I can have a few more crossovers around the area, so that it just works a little better. But overall, I think that the yard as a marshalling yard is going to be working. What I need from you all watching this is suggestions on how to better detail this. I can put some trees in the background and the like, things like that, but beyond that, I really do not know what I'm going to be doing. So make sure you leave your comments. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. I am probably going to end up making one more of these somewhere. As I said, leave a comment in the comments box below with your thoughts and suggestions. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me. Am I entirely happy with how this has turned out? No, but on the flip side, the fact that I managed to figure out a marshalling yard in the first place without platforms is quite a big deal. That is really, really good. So, yes, that is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series.